Community partners, thanks for jumping on today. My name is Katie Walker with Grow and Guide Kids, and I have partnered with the Choose Love Movement to provide some trauma-based training. I love that the community is part of this, and because I think you guys have such an important role in how you interact with the schools and as the community as a whole comes together. And so right now we're experiencing a shared trauma, and that is the current pandemic. In addition to the current pandemic, we have so many things ongoing in our communities, in our state, in our world, and all of that. So I love that you guys are jumping in on this and being ready. Prior to this video, I also have a brain builder video set that you can watch. It is not directly specific to the community. However, I think it's beneficial for anyone to know the information. It explains how the brain works, what sets it off, and how to respond to those. It's an easy 4-set video. So today you're thinking, what do you have to teach me, Katie? And to be honest, I am scratching my head too. I have done the teacher one, I have done the home one. This one is a little bit more abstract. So the thing I want to start about first is once again, elaborating a little bit on the shared trauma. So shared trauma is something that we're experiencing together as a community. It's something multiple people experience, and right now, this is a very uncommon time. We are all experiencing that. The difference in this pandemic is something that we've never been through before, and that is that we feel physically and mentally stuck. During most traumas, when people come to me as a trauma therapist, you look at them and you look at their fight, flight, or freeze response. You see which one they're in most of the time, and you teach them to move out of that. And you teach them how to get back into their prefrontal cortex to really think and use logical thinking and not respond out of fear-based stuff in survival mode, as we call it. And so the thing about this pandemic that's different is we actually can't move out of our freeze mode. We can't move out of that. And so the way that we feel stuck is, well, let's erase that. Okay. So we can't move out of that. And the reason is because we are physically stuck right now, whether we've had lockdowns, shutdowns, whatever that may be, at some point, whether in your state, what that looks like, we have felt stuck. Maybe your job got closed down in your business. Maybe your children's school got closed down. Maybe you were furloughed, whatever that means, we physically are stuck in various aspects of life. So how can the community come in and support this movement and support this collaborating together to come above this trauma? And so the way you guys can do that is, first, one of my favorite things that the Choose Love movement does is there's this symbol of what I call hope. Like, symbol of hope is the rubber ducky. So first of all, I love when this is displayed, because especially kids and who are raised in a school that teaches Choose Love, I love that when they're driving and maybe on the side of the bank is the rubber ducky, or maybe they're, walking into the dentist and they're nervous and they see the rubber ducky, and it creates this sense of unity and this sense of bond and this sense of normalization that we're truly all in this together. So first of all, I would highly encourage you to get creative. First of all, art is a great way to express ourselves. So I would encourage every business, every community member to jump on, put the beautiful rubber duck out there, figure some way to show and to symbolize that we're in this together. Second of all, I want you guys to know that you can partner a great way. No, let's erase that. Sorry, I got to get my words. Rubber duck. Okay. Second of all, to you business leaders and people, this is not my day. My dog's just going to keep barking. Second of all, to any of you business owners or business leaders, I want to talk to you about your staff. I want to talk to you about the importance in validating and normalizing their emotions. Like I said earlier, this is a shared trauma. We're all experiencing it. So the way that you can create an open dialogue within your staff is to validate their emotions, normalize their emotions, and watch their, oh my gosh. Sorry, we're going to get this. So we can just cut a whole big chunk out. Okay. So for any of you business owners, leaders out there, I want to talk to you real quick about creating a safe and open environment in your workplace. And the biggest way to do that is to create internal chaos. And so what we do is we validate our employees' emotions. Not only do we validate, we normalize them. And I understand that there's a difference in a teacher at school talking to a kid and you talking to an adult. And there's a difference in a kid crying and an adult being at work and having productivity and having to meet the job requirement. And I get that. But we can still create a space of authenticity and allowing our people who we manage to be vulnerable and bringing them in close, because studies have shown that if we allow our employees to be vulnerable and create a safe space for them, then they'll actually be more productive for us in the end, and they are going to have a higher likelihood of staying with the company. So create a level of vulnerability and of openness and safeness in your environment. And you do that by first role modeling. Let them know, normalize these emotions, show them that you're human, show them that you struggle too. None of us as business leaders are perfect and we all struggle, and it is okay to share that. It doesn't make you weak. Sharing emotions doesn't make you weak. What it does is it actually makes you stronger and show your willingness to show courage, and you're part of the movement to show your people it's okay to be authentic. And so work on creating a level of openness, normalize the emotions. And when an employee comes to talk to you, don't overtalk them, don't overstep, do not use this time to be an emotional coach. And you're thinking, I'm not an emotional coach, I'm their manager. However, what a better time, what a better place. We're going to get through this maybe. Mogi. I know what you're thinking. I'm not their coach. I'm not their emotional coach. I'm here for the job. However, I think it is appropriate to have a work environment that works on healthy coping skills to grow together, because healthy people equal healthy employees, which can help your environment overall, which when you have a healthy environment and a cool culture, that helps retention. And for you community members also who are out there who are just part of the community, you guys are great cheerleaders. I highly encourage you to jump in and find a teacher to support this year, whether that means an encouraging note, whether that means whatever that may look like, whether that means sending them a box of pencils, asking them what you need, dropping them off a drink, whatever that means. Or if you are a teacher or you want to find someone else to support, I'll tell you another way to dive in is to write notes to a local nursing home and let them know they're thinking. This is also an isolated population that isn't getting much communication. So help support teachers who are currently going on the line every day against the pandemic, having to move forward and do this. And also the elderly in nursing homes are having to be pulled away. In addition, I think thanks to all our community members, I appreciate each and every one of you, from doctors to janitors to teachers to bank tellers. We all have such an important role in our community, and I'm so glad that you guys are diving in to help raise the importance of social and emotional learning. Keep up the good work.